What's your take?
Access to the information of what's going on that for certain
I'm actually confused about the argument.
not know by now or being ignorant by now is kind of asinine.
Hold on. I agree that it could be one thing to like go through all those lives and see all the evidence and still be a jerk like Russ, right? Like I also think the best part of today was that, Francis, by the way. That was good for everybody to see that.
Wait, sorry, my name was said what? Sorry,
I was just in passing agreeing that the best part of the day was when Russ revealed himself to more people here. That was good. But I just mean like I think maybe Irish is correct about absolutely everything or not. I don't know, but like
Do you know what? I'm going to say that Irish has done a lot of good work in calling out bad people. He is correct in a lot of things, and like there has been some people that have been harassing other people, and I've seen it from my own two eyes. The thing that I was trying to get out the entire night was
Protect your friend? Like, who cares? Who cares?
I was like, I know that this can be fixed. I know that this can
Okay, and the reason it didn't get fixed was because of your friend.
But anyway, we're here.
well, and obviously, if the last three things that for our community, as far as like global
And quite frankly,
I don't get it.
Like, I will wake up in 24 hours or 48 hours and I'll be back on this app and I'll be like checking in or running a live in 3 days.
How can I help you?
Either way.
Yeah, why do you hate Blitz so much, bro?
Because
Why do I hate Blitz so much, you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Because his close friend, Planet Peterson, was threatening a friend of mine who's a grape victim by weaponizing a credible threat of letting her rapist know how to contact her on social media. And when we asked Blitz to help hold his friend accountable, he said it was her fault for saying joining lives against Peterson, and it was her fault because she opened herself up to the liability of being exposed. I think that is a dangerous person who doesn't care about people and who should be called out. I think that's despicable. I don't know if I could say I hate Blitz. I think that Blitz is a very fake person who is very harmful.
we don't follow everything that Irish does, but the stuff that we see is like Nixie.
Do you have any questions on that?
His live.
I'm okay, bro. I didn't know. So.
And then
You didn't know what?
I didn't know about that.
I mean, there's a lot more. That's just the one that happened this week. There's also the fact that we found out he did have minors in his server and that people did talk inappropriately to them and that people did ask to make it an 18-plus server a year ago, and he ignored that request. We also have that he's actively lied multiple times in order to protect his friend Peterson. We also know that he helped his friend Peterson in order to avoid the allegations that we had proven that he had multiple minors in his server, along with people saying pedophilic stuff. Blitz helped Peterson try to fake having minors in my server in order to make it seem like, well, Irish did it too. And I think that's disgusting.
Well, Blitz would probably say you're just doing it for attention.
Why do I care about it? I mean, how do you distinguish between someone who does it for attention versus someone who cares?
I guess it's impossible.
So what do you want me to do?
Yeah, I guess it's
I have done what I can to make people know that my heart is in the right place on this. I tell people not to give me gifts. I've only ever had subscribers when I thought I was doing big lives where I felt like the live may go down. I have always had multiple accounts because I've never wanted anyone thinking I'm trying to build a following. I've got 20 accounts for that reason. I don't want a big following. I don't know how else I can make it seem like I just do this because I care.
But why isn't Blitz cancelled then if he actually did this?
Why isn't Blitz what?
Why isn't he cancelled?
Because at the end of the day, people don't give a shit. At the end of the day, I think people know that there's a lot of bad people. And when someone shines a light on one, they're like, why do we care about that when there's 1,000 more? And I think that has some merit to it generally. But I think when it comes to social media influencers, Those are people of influence. I don't know why those people should not be treated a little bit differently. I don't know why we shouldn't have a standard that if you're a large social media influencer, you should be a good person, because that's who everyone is looking up to. All the kids on the app, that's where they're learning how to be a good person. And I don't think people understand the importance of making sure people who've got 300,000 people watching them, that person should be of good of heart. That person should have integrity. That person should be a safe person. I don't think people realize the importance of that. And that, I'll be honest with you, I'm sounding sad because I feel extremely sad. I don't understand why it's so hard to give a shit.
Okay,
Is there
sorry,
any other-
maybe I was too hasty.
No, it's all right. I understand. It
No, it's
looks
just I
like
can't
a-
believe Blitz is...
I mean, I could
He has like
show
1,000
you.
viewers on his lives.
Isn't that sort of the shocking thing, though, isn't it? Like, that's the thing that hurts, right? That someone who... But I mean, I feel like I've got, in total, I've got 1,600 screenshots on everything. And I feel like in 4 screenshots, I think, in 4 screenshots for me, that I'm able to demonstrate why I think he's a horrible person. I'll show you the 4 screenshots. You can decide whatever it is you want as to whether or not those are sufficient. But I've done multiple lives trying to get people to care. Give me 1 second. Never mind the fact that he's defended someone who has admitted to soliciting child porn and admitted to receiving child porn. Let's ignore that one. That's not even the one that I think is most damning. Let me pull up. And you can look at them and you could be like, go fuck yourself, or these aren't adequate. But I'll show them. You can look at them. You can tell me what you think. Give me feedback. Give me a moment. Sorry, that's one of the negative things, is that when you have 1,600 screenshots, while I do have them all organized, it's just a lot of fucking scanning.
You need to narrow it down. Like, it's too many for most people to understand.
I agree with that. That's a major issue. I don't have a good talent.
Like, it's too much information.
I strongly agree with you. Sorry, we cut out. I strongly agree with you. I don't have the ability to tailor it to things that people care about. And that is a major issue in people getting it, which may be why, oh, here it is, which is maybe why I should only focus on these moving forward. But let me grab it here. Oh my God, why am I not seeing it? Sorry about this. This is frustrating. Plays victims. That is what I want to show.
And he doesn't seem like the kind of person, does he?
So here's what it is. It's 5 screenshots. I apologize. Planet Peterson did a debate with my friend who is a survivor of a very horrific repeated rape by an ex who is a VICAP, who's on VICAP, which is a violent offenders list held by the FBI. And he is listed as someone who is a likely repeat offender. And this man lives in proximity to her. And she, as a result, doesn't really have a big social profile on TikTok. And when she goes live, she knows what TikTok her ex had and who her friends are. So she blocks all of them, so there's no chance of them coming in. And then she doesn't talk about certain topics at certain times. And in this case, she went and had a debate with Peterson in a server. And he ended up, for the first time ever, only because he knows that she knows me, he decided to put her PFP and her username on a video, which he never does. And then, as a result of that, the victim reached out and said, can you do me a favor? If you want to make money on that video, that's fine. Can you please just change the PFP? Just change the picture. That's all I'm asking. And he agreed to it after a very long time, where she had to go through a detail of what happened to her to convince him that it mattered. And then he tried to convince my friend to turn on me. And when she didn't, he updated the YouTube video that he'd promised to take down that had information pertaining to her social media and said, update per the request of the guest. I agreed to make this video private and re-upload it with a subtle tweak, i.e. protecting the identity of a grape victim. But I found out this person is a close ally of Irish and participates in his lying campaign. This person deserves no respect, and I do not owe them anything. That prompted the person to post this in a public server to alert people to what type of person Peterson is. I need to talk about Planet Peterson. He posted a video of me without my consent showing my username, profile picture, and voice. I asked him to remove my profile picture because my ex, who is listed in VICAP, a database for violent criminals, works in IT and could identify me by putting me in danger. Peterson initially agreed and acknowledged my privacy and safety concerns, but unprivated the video out of spite, saying I deserve no respect. This has triggered my PTSD and made me feel extremely unsafe. This is harm. Please share this to raise awareness, and then feel free to ask questions. Blitz, who has been going around this app saying that I'm a sexual predator, all fabricated lies, and claiming that he is trying to help and that he is trying to advocate on behalf of victims, is contacted several times, I believe. This is the one we have the record of, where this person says to Blitz, just to be clear, Blitz has been defending this guy Peterson the entire time. Hiya, Blitz. I'm about to head back to sleep. I'm not sure how close you actually are to Peterson, or if you're still keeping an eye on things in the server. But do you remember me talking about his debate with this person a little while ago? Could you, if possible, pass this along for me? Even if he doesn't care, at least he might understand why she wanted those edits made. I am paraphrasing, but does the victim of Grape not see a problem with this request? I can pass it on, but my friend, I doubt will honor it, which I don't understand how you can remain friends with someone who would not honor a simple request like that. And then in terms of, does she not see a problem with it? No, what I mean is that the victim of Grape has been participating in using Peterson's name, voice without his consent to, it says disparage him, but to state accurate, factually accurate statements that are backed up by evidence, including putting his way of providing for his family at risk. How can she not see the irony, which is Blitz comparing this man being called out on his bad activities where he was having minors in servers with people who were entertaining pedophilic thoughts. And when asked to remove them, he refused to remove them unless they admitted to criminal behavior. He's suggesting that a woman participating in a live, saying that that's wrong, is the equivalent of her being scared of her grapist finding her. To which he then says she has no real right to complain because she's been on YouTube videos before, which is weird. She has on very tiny channels, but it's weird. Why is Blitz spending any time trying to convince my friend to not care, but has not spent any time with Peterson to just ask him, take down the video and replace the PFP? It's not that big a deal. And then this person says, so her being on a panel means she should get attacked. She's not Irish. Why should we all be under attack by Peterson? To which Blitz then uploads his evidence to show that she's irrational, and then said, if the victim of Grape is concerned about being found online, why is she showing up on lives at all? And I don't know if you're familiar with Grape or you give a shit about grape culture or victims. I don't know. But this is a very common thing that grapey guys say that is basically saying, if you don't want to be graped, stay in your home. If you don't want to be graped, don't go to bars. If you don't want to be graped, don't go wearing things. People have a right to participate in society as they feel free. But he's saying, well, if you're going to be online at all, well, if it's so dangerous, why are you doing anything? It just seems like she is weaponizing her fear. And I want to be clear, at the same time, Peterson is threatening her, saying that he's not going to take it down, and then told her that he's only going to take down the video after one of her friends apologizes to him. Fucking weird.
That's very weird, yeah.
And she apparently has no problem being recorded. It's only Peterson that she's a problem with. Also, if you're participating in it, meaning lives with me, you're not inculpable, which means you are responsible for the harm that happens. I'm sorry. This is not a good man. If someone who I hated came to me and said, hey, can you do me a favor? This person has a picture of a grape victim that it puts them at harm. I know you don't like them, but can you just please take that down? Someone just did it right now. Some dude who claimed to have been a huge victim because his face was in one of my screenshots said he doesn't want his face on my screenshots. Okay, I'll take it down. It's not that big a fucking deal. But Peterson will not do it. Blitz will not convince his friend, and instead Blitz will claim the grape victim is weaponizing her grape to hurt a man, instead of recognizing that the man is being disgusting. So I'm sorry, this person can go fucking, like, he can just disappear. I think that's a disgusting thing, and he's doing it because he likes this guy, and I think that makes you a scumbag. To me, it shows you have no ethics, no integrity, no morals. So those are 4 of him 800 screenshots that I think show him to be a horrible person.
Well, yeah, they're pretty strong now, actually, to say.
Yeah, I think so, but I'll be honest with you. You saying that you think they're anything doesn't mean they're strong at all. In my experience, it means you have a little bit of a fucking heart, because you either have a heart or you don't. You either get it or you don't. So if you got it in 4 screenshots, you're actually probably a halfway decent person, and that's why you got it. Because you shouldn't have to fucking require 800 fucking screenshots to get someone to realize, wow, that person shouldn't be in charge of 300 of crafting the minds of 300,000 people, in my opinion.
But he really doesn't seem like the kind of guy to do this.
Well, you're not doing it intentionally right now, but like, that is such a grape culture myth. The idea that we can know who the bad guys are. Do you know what I mean? That's sort of like saying,
Sorry, I didn't know.
No, I'm not attacking you. I'm just saying it to you. I'm not attacking you. I get it. We do say these things, right? But what does it mean to say he doesn't seem like the type? Because we have this idea of what a pedo is, or a grapist is, or a liar is in our heads. And for some reason, we forget that they could be anyone, right? They could be anyone. And when we say that he doesn't seem like the guy, you know, we kind of create cover. And so I always say people, like, I do lives on grape culture. If anyone ever says I don't seem like the guy who would ever do something wrong, I'm very quick to tell them, yeah, you should always consider me the guy. Because, like, that's what you should do.
And has Blitz and your man Planet ever responded?
Nope. They have repeatedly avoided any sort of discussion. And in fact, I mean, if you care to see, I mean, I thought this was pretty fucking egregious. I had been trying to talk to Blitz. I DM'd Blitz the day this, so I invited Blitz on a live, asked him to hold his friend accountable, and I didn't say anything else. I just said, I'd really appreciate it if you could set up like a debate, which is really like a opportunity for education, right? And I'd really appreciate it. And he said no, and he said, I don't care, which has triggered a lot of victims because that's a very typical guy thing. I just don't care. And after that, I thought he wasn't going to do anything. I had no problem about it. But then I found out that he was secretly going into a whole bunch of people's DMs, telling them all that I'm a liar, telling them all that I'm a sexual criminal, telling them all that I am someone who's going to go to jail for federal crimes, telling them all that everything about Peterson is a lie. And once I found that out, I messaged him on Discord. He ignored it. And then he ended up doing a video, or pardon me, a live, where he announced in front of 1,200 people that he believes I'm a liar. And I messaged him again. And I said, I have ignored all the bad shit you've been doing. I implore you to put your ego aside. He didn't. I did a live on him now for the first time. All of a sudden he wants to talk. I message him what I want to understand about why he's been lying. To which he says, if you message me again, that's harassment. And since then, he has avoided any sort of conversation with me. But ever since I've started doing lives on him, we finally got to a point where he was talking about potentially doing a meeting. However, that fell apart. I don't know if you know Ian, the guy who does God debates. Ian notified me that as for any conversation, meeting that happens between me, Ian, and Blitz, to clarify, Blitz wants very hard reassurances that he won't be recorded. He wants a legal contract or something of that nature that would guarantee it. And when I said there's no contract that would ever guarantee it, Blitz's new option was he says that you Irish can drive multiple states to Ian's house to do a live there because that's a state where he can't record. So when you ask, what have they been doing? Avoiding accountability the entire time. When all this could be solved by them joining a live, simply stating, I fucked up. You're wrong. I did something wrong. I'm sorry. My bad. Simple as that. But
Because it'd be easy for him to disprove.
Easy to disprove what part?
For him, no, I'm saying for him it would be. If he was wrong, if he was right and you were wrong.
If he was right about what though, specifically?
About everything, then it would be easy for him to disprove.
Yeah, and that's telling because what he does instead is he goes around to a lot of people saying there's context missing and saying that I'm lying without actually providing anything else. So it's a little fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey.
Skibbity, I'm curious, the people in the comments, did y'all pick up that Skibbity is Irish or no?
Yeah, I did.
They don't know the soft accents at all.
Yeah, I know too strong of an accent.
Yeah, I'd imagine you're from within 40 miles of Dublin, maybe?
No.
No. You've barely said
I'm
anything.
from the south.
Dublin's the south, but you're saying south. Okay, where are you then?
Yeah, I mean the Munster, like.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, well, I heard the
I don't
Munster.
actually.
I heard it there when you said the Munster light. All right, I would never have said close to Dublin once you said that. Now you're sounding more like Midland South or something. So yeah, that's the situation. So now you're kind of caught up.
Yeah,
I appreciate
thanks.
you coming up and even giving two shits to even ask, and I appreciate you not coming in like a dick and being open to even listening. That's more than anyone else does. So I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, no problem.
Cheers.
All the best. Cheers, on mate. Bye. What's up, Mac?
What's up with you? You're the one who's live.
I'm just dreadfully sad or something. I don't know.
You're sad?
Oh. Wait.
The other woman that come up here
Amy's in there.
and
Hold on.
you're listening, and that's the biggest thing. You're not saying I need to see proof.
Wait, what's happening?
Oh.
For like 2 months, so a lot of
Just fucking, I don't know, total mess. The flat earthers and globers decided they want to fucking come at me at one point.
Hey, guys. Hey.
It is good timing since I should be leaving the app probably in the next day. No, Mac, I am. I'm definitely leaving for a bit of time for sure. So this is a good goodbye, I think.
What do you mean?
The trio.
What do you mean by leave the app?
Not debate for a decent amount of time.
How long?
A couple weeks minimum.
This is my dog.
That's a nice surprise.
This is let me show you my dog. Oh, forgot how to use TikTok. Hold on. This is Odin.
Aww.
This is
Really cute,
Odin. You say hi.
I'm sorry, I'm sucking with dog names. What is that?
Odin.
No, I mean breed of dog, I mean.
Oh, he's a mutt. He's a Pomeranian Chihuahua Border Terrier.
What'd you say, Mac?
And the cat's over there. Brand is crazy.
Damn it, I did say brand.
You said brand, yeah.
I thought I got away with changing it. Like, to be fair, I've been debating, like, my throat, my mind, like, I've just been debating for
Wait,
fucking
so what have
24
you been
hours
doing
straight.
all day?
Debating all day long.
Why? What? Like, who have you been debating?
I honestly don't remember. I couldn't tell you.
I saw it and then I was gonna say hi, but I don't like.
What
Well,
live?
it depends. What live did you see, Em? Because I honestly don't remember all of them. I remember Vogue's, but I couldn't tell you a single one before that.
I don't know. I just saw it on my For You page. The something about Peterson.
But was there a background?
Yeah, Peterson, Doctor whatever.
Oh, okay. Because it was one of my lives.
Oh yeah, it was your live.
Oh, yeah.
But that's why I'm glad that this popped up because it's just you and Mac.
Wait, I have a question.
I'm not in the mood to debate. I'm not gonna lie. What?
No, that's not what my question was going to be. What happened last night when I fell asleep with the one guy?
Oh, my God. So, Mac went in because, Mac's fucking feral. Like, if there's ever a zombie outbreak, I feel like Mac's not going to change in any way. She's just going to be like, I don't know, justified in being so feral. But Mac went into a live with a couple of guys yesterday, and she heard them say some grapey stuff. So she decided to hold a live after did they kick you out?
No, he got banned.
No. And so she went live, putting them on blast, and they joined. At which point they gaslit her by saying they didn't say anything wrong. And then I don't remember what happened. Either Mac went to sleep, I went to sleep, they disappeared or something. But I decided, I guess, I don't even remember. Maybe I went to debate them, maybe they went to debate me. But I ended up spending 2-3 hours, I don't know how long, with those guys. And I hopefully got them canceled. I basically got the guy who debated you, Mac, to say, and it wasn't a gotcha. He steelmanned his argument that a 15-year-old child who has schmecks with a 35-year-old man, and she doesn't lie about her age, she just doesn't warn the guy. He believes that victim of grape should go to jail for 2 years.
What? That's crazy.
Yeah. And so people very quickly started to not like these people.
Wait, so was that Taint, the 22-year-old, or the fucking old guy?
His name is Taint.
Oh, Mac. It was, honestly, I hope we got it recorded because it was a thing of beauty. Oh, I mean, okay. Do I care about laughing right now? I don't know. All right, I'll tell you something privately. But yeah, it was Taint. And the old guy, I played them. There was an old guy, who went by the word emotional support. He's obviously an MRA guy. And he was definitely like this other guy, Taint's cheerleader. Because the older guy was like 40 and military, and the other guy was 22. So, he's like looking up the military guy. And I managed, Mac, you wouldn't believe it, I managed to get emotional to admit that 4 or 5 things that the other guy, Taint, had said were in fact grapey. And Taint was hating it. It was honestly delicious. Like, they looked so stupid.
It was just insane. Like, and also, like, whenever Tainted said that he was 22, I was dumbfounded because bro had just spent, like, at least an hour by that point, like, infantilizing me and, like, with the other people up on the panel saying, oh, she's too young to, like, know anything. Like, she clearly doesn't live on her own, because look at her TikTok account and the things that she was posting. Like, that's daddy's money, which is so funny to me because all of my videos on my TikTok page recently are of me in Florida, which is something I completely did on my own and by myself.
And you're literally working.
Literally so funny. I thought that was so funny. I was going to go back up and address that, but they never let me back up. But anyways, just like completely infantilizing me. And whenever he said he was 22, I was like, what the hell? Like, you're infantilizing me and you're the same age as me? Interesting.
Oh, I got emotional to call out that guy for being young and naive because I said it would be sexist for you not to point out that your male co-host, who you admit now is stupid and grapey, that it's because he's young and naive. And I think he did that. I can't quite remember.
I was
Your
just
hair's
so mad that
beautiful,
like
Em.
I hate when people like, and like the
It's really
conversation
nice.
wasn't even surrounding like life
Oh, it's very
experience.
long.
It was, your hair is very long. It was surrounding consent, so it just like PO'd me. But that's interesting. I really hope there's a recording because I really want that and I want to
I
watch
think
that.
there was.
I
There
want
was
to
also.
send it to me if you can.
You don't watch those debates, do you?
No, I don't. No, because it consumes me. I just like spend way too long. So I try
That's
to.
why I'm
It's
taking
really
a break.
addicting.
Yeah, that's why I try to avoid that. I mean, I haven't been on a live like this in probably 6 months, and I only joined with you guys.
It's really addicting. Like, why is TikTok Live so addicting? Like, what is the science behind that?
Mac, do you remember when I did a 13-hour live?
I think
Oh,
you're
yeah.
all
13 hours.
I'm on a 24 right now.
skipping the fact that
That's cool. Sorry, Ernesto.
Ernesto's glitching.
Oh. Is anyone talking?
I'm
Oh, there. We can hear you now.
Ernesto's having unusual Wi-Fi issues, which means I'm assuming he must be in transit or something. Oh, I am just so tired. It's not, I don't mind that men are the emotional ones. I'm frustrated that men don't have any emotion for other people. Like, that's the problem, I think.
I think men have a misconception of what emotions are. Like, anger is a feeling. Like, you know, like I feel like they don't recognize, like, they call us emotional because we cry, but like, you can be emotional and not cry and still be emotional.
I wish you had just seen the live that we came from where a man was saying that I had victimized him by ruining or potentially ruining his reputation. And I mean, none of that had happened. It was all in his fucking head. But he was meant to be like a scientist of some sort and someone who was like respected or something. And all he did was, I mean, literally yell like a fucking toddler. Well, like, and also like whenever someone came up to talk to him, he would drop them from the live because he just couldn't. He couldn't contain himself. He would interrupt them. He would mute them. It was pathetic. Just pathetic.
It's literally the most draining thing when they do that. Like, it's just so annoying. Like, you can't even have a conversation without. Sounds like you're a little sleepy.
I mean, it's been 24 hours straight, I think. I don't know when I started yesterday, but I definitely have not gone to sleep since yesterday night. I would probably say we're 3 hours away from 24 hours straight.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ, I just realized I haven't eaten. I have not eaten. I've not eaten. Wow, shit.
24 hours?
I haven't eaten and I haven't pooped now that I think about it. What the hell?
Have you peed?
TMI.
I have peed periodically.
Peed periodically, though.
You don't want to get a UTI.
I think okay. But I may do one more live today and then I'm gone.
Oh, it's me. Hi.
But like not gone forever, right?
Mac, it's addictive. Break the cycle. What the hell's wrong with you, Mac? Everyone will go on and be fine without us. So will you. Goodbye, Shoobs. We love you. Thank you.
We have a little shrine here for my Great Dane.
I can't.
No,
make
that's
out
not
what
what
they
I
are.
meant, Irish. I just don't want you to be gone forever.
Look at this.
What is
Someone
it? Oh, I didn't see the picture. That's really sweet.
My dog that died in December. This is her ashes. It's huge. It looks like a human. It's this
It's a
much.
fucking dog.
She was 150 pounds. But someone painted this. It looks like a photo, but it's painted. It's a painting.
That's crazy.
And then I drew this for my mom.
It's actually really sweet.
Thanks. It's our little Riley shrine. And then Odin has a candle with his face on it. What's going on in your life, Mac?
Mac, what is going on? I know there's something weird about Mac's stories where I think we all thoroughly enjoy them, but I'm not sure I personally listen to them. So I don't really ever ingest the
I can tell you
actual
some things.
Yeah, give
Okay,
me some
so
gist.
that's mean of you.
It's
So
all you. That's my feeling as human.
I'm currently at school. My housing and food is paid for, so I'm living on campus, which is so slay.
That's great.
I mean, I like. This was the second day of class, and today I had some business law class, which Jesus. I already know this is gonna be like a type of class where he's always calling on us and like being like, all right, so like what does this mean? And like I don't know. I'm just like not excited for that.
Gosh,
I
if
feel
you
like
only
it'll be
had
interesting.
someone, if you only had someone who aced on business
No, I
law.
know. No, I know. I can like, ask you. Yeah, they like call you like during class to be like, so like what should, I don't know, the business do in like this situation?
I never had that. In college, we just like, is it like small classes? Because they didn't even know our names half the time.
I go to a small school, so we have small like numbers. I think there's like 40 people in our class. It's not really a lot. But yeah, no, like it's like, but yeah, so anyways, I had that class today. I feel like it will be interesting. I'm just not excited to be like randomly called on in class to like participate. I don't like that, but whatever, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just like getting back into school and I'm going to Las Vegas on Thursday. So that's fun. What else? I don't know. I've been severely busy the past 2 weeks because I have my free housing doesn't like it's not like actually free. Like I have a job that I have to do to like maintain the free housing and the free food. So I have that going on. I'm looking for another job that will pay me like actual money and not just scholarship money.
Wait, hang on. I have been listening. I was just not able to unmute. How are you going to just drop casually that you're going to go to Las Vegas? Like, for God's sake, can I get some details here?
I'm going to Las Vegas with my mom and my sister on Thursday
All
for
right,
my
a little bit
birthday.
less fun. What is it?
Yeah. Well, it's for like me and my mom's birthday and just like a trip in general for me, my mom, and my sister. But it's going to be fun.
Vegas is an interesting one to go with your mom.
Yeah. I mean, my mom likes to drink, so it makes sense to me.
I mean, are you guys, what are we in, August? So it'll be a lot of like...
She's underage, so she can't do much. Sorry, I interrupted.
My sister can't drink, but like, there's a lot to do in Vegas. My sister's 18.
Are you guys going to be doing mostly like pool drinking, or what is it you do?
I mean, yes, we are gonna go to the pool at like I don't know where we're staying. I literally don't know. I don't know the itinerary. I'm just like following along. I literally have no clue. My mom just told me we're going to Vegas from this state to this state. Be prepared. And so that's literally all I know. I have no clue. There's gonna be a pool. There's gonna be free alcohol. And we're gonna go see a show. We're gonna see some sort of a show. I don't remember what it's called. I could ask my mom, but I don't remember what it's called. I don't know what it entails. I literally have no clue. I'm literally just like pulling up.
Wait, I'm
Okay.
sorry. How many days in total?
I think 3 nights, 4 days. So not
Okay,
a
that's
whole lot.
perfect.
It's just like a
No, that's
little
perfect
weekend
amount of
trip.
time.
That's
Yeah.
enough for Vegas. You don't need much more than that.
Yeah,
But yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you can do out here. Just a lot of people don't really know because it's a
Wait,
tourist.
Magical, are you in Vegas?
Yes.
Yeah, Magical lives in Vegas. Yeah.
Magical's always been in Vegas. What? How did you not know that?
I don't know. You tell me where I am
You
right
don't pay
now. Like, I don't
attention.
know. Not yet.
You
Correct.
right now, you're in a state of misery. And you haven't pooped, so you're also
Gag.
constipated.
Insane. She just clocked you so hard.
I'm in a state of
So-
misery because I know what it's like to be a woman, and being a woman sucks.
So if
I'm
it's
so
a-
glad you got to
Read the
experience
Discord
that.
DMs I just sent you, and also I have a story to tell you guys.
So what's
Yeah,
it
let me
called?
go.
So your mom's probably referring to a day club, which is the equivalent to a nightclub. There's nightclubs and day clubs. Day clubs are the ones that have open pools during the day and open bars for women. There are dress codes too. Same thing with the nightclub, but at the same time, if you're gonna be swimming, then they don't really give a damn if you come in sandals. What's it called? The drinking thing. So in public in Las Vegas, you are not allowed to like drink in public if you're under 21, but I'm not even gonna hold you. I've been doing it for a while, even before I turned 21. You just gotta hold yourself in a confident way, and then nobody will approach you about it. But legally, your sister would be able to drink in the comfort of your hotel room legally, as long as she's in the presence of somebody that is 21 and older. So like basically with like a chaperone, she would be able to drink. But besides that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. I don't really know like the whole I really have no clue what the itinerary is. I know like I don't know. I literally have no clue. But what I'm trying to do right now, currently, I'm trying to convince. Well, so once I get a job, I'm booking a flight to Orlando so I can go hang out with Connor and then all of like my Orlando friends because I miss
wait.
them.
So Connor is a continuing long distance or
So
relationship?
it's not a long
or
distance. It's more of just
situationship?
hold on. He
Wait,
just
does
texted
M
me.
know who Connor is?
Is this the one you went on a date
Yes.
with, like a year
A
ago?
whole yes. That's what's cool
Yeah.
about this.
Oh wait, we
They
liked
dated
him.
a year ago. No, she did like him a lot.
Yeah.
A lot.
Oh yeah, they dated for I don't know a couple of weeks or something back then a year ago, but then they just broke up, cold cutted it. But then when she went back for this summer, they reconnected, and I was really curious because she was always for the entire year. I miss Connor. I can't wait to see Connor. And so I was always curious.
He
at the
literally
end of
just sent
this
me
summer,
this. Like he's so nice. He's so hold on, make it big screen, you bitch.
I was
Where'd it
always-
go?
I don't
Hold
know.
on, sorry.
I
don't
was
know why
always
it
curious at the end of this summer. What you look like?
Aww,
I sent him a picture and he was really nice about it.
so cute.
He's just so sweet. Like,
Aww.
and it wasn't even that good of a picture. It was literally just me like chilling with my mom at Target. Like,
Huh?
he's really sweet.
I've been intentionally staying away from men since December. I'm still going strong.
Yeah, we're like so we're
I
not
like
like
Connor.
exclusive. So here's the thing: we're not like boyfriend girlfriend. We were exclusively dating over the summer without the title of boyfriend girlfriend because we live too far away from each other to like make that title. However, I'm not gonna date someone else unless I find someone better. So like he.
Oh wait,
That's not what.
sorry. You're not gonna date someone else unless you find someone better.
Yeah.
So are you looking for
And
someone
like,
better?
well, I mean, I would like to be in a relationship, but I'm not going to get into one unless it's with someone better than him and or like at the same level. And what I mean by that is like, I don't
is
want to date a
confusing,
college
Mac.
kid. I don't want to date a college kid. Like after dating someone he's only 2 years older than me, he's
I
really
know.
not that.
But Mac,
Shush.
what is your relationship with him? Are you two dating?
Well, we like were. So like we're gonna continue that if I can see him, and he's also not like he's not like dating random people right now. Like he's not actively going on dates with people that he's not like on Tinder or dating apps right now. So I guess like it would also be the same thing for him if he found someone that was like, you know, like in his area that he actually liked, then like I'm not going to fault him for going out with that person because we're not like exclusively dating, you know?
You're seeing each other.
Yeah, we're seeing each other and we're trying to it's more of like if we're both single by the time like we move closer to one another, because I'm not going to live here forever. I could see myself living in Orlando full time. Then if we're like at a point to where we can actually like officially date, then we would.
But
Yeah,
you're
long
not.
distance is hard.
But you're not committed to him now, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not because we're far away from each other. But like, I don't really see someone coming along and being better than him because, like I said, I don't. Dating a college age kid with like a college age guy with, you know, like I just don't want to do that. Like I don't want to go back. I don't want to do that. And I know that that's kind of hypocritical because I'm in college.
No,
But
women,
you know, that's not my fault. He dated me, so wasn't the other way around.
Our brains mature slightly faster. So I think that someone your age.
Well, it's also not even about that. It's also just about the fact that like he that is part of it. He is so much more mature than guys my age, for sure. No, it's not about the money. Shut up.
Oh, you said 2 years
but
older?
he has like he already has his like he's already making first steps in his life. Like he already has an apartment. He already has a bit like he has an intro job that like pays the bills and like also gives him money to travel. So like I just don't want to go back to dating someone with no like stable plan in their life and who's, you know, still makes fucking jokes about like shitting and farting, you know?
Yeah.
That's all.
You have
And also he
standards.
would make me breakfast in bed and he also would make me coffee in bed whenever I would stay the night at his apartment, which was like once a week during summer. So like, you know,
That was one of my.
that's really
biggest-
also just a plus. Oh,
that
and
was
he
one of
also,
my-
yeah, like he would also plan all of our dates. Like I don't think I planned a single date. He would plan all of the dates and he would pay for everything. And he was just really sweet. I don't know, like he was so fun. I mean, I guess like technically if you count me telling him, dragging him to the cowboy bar that we would always go to as a date, then that would be like my planned version of a date. But like, no, he would plan everything and it was cute.
What were you going to say, Irish?
I don't think I remember. I don't remember.
You want to hear my story about why I cried today?
Go for it.
I don't know if I'm scared.
No,
But tell us.
it's dumb. So I don't know. Well, Irish and Mac, you guys probably know this, but I didn't really drive. I got my driver's license in January.
Oh God. Did you get on the Texas highway?
Yeah.
Wait. Do you need a booster seat? That has to be an issue. You're
this is part of the
4'2".
story, Irish.
Yeah, I knew this would be a problem.
You're
Wow.
4'3"?
No.
Oh.
But so I've been practicing. Yams practiced with me on Sunday, and then he came with me to lecture on Monday to make sure like I could actually get there. And then I went by myself today. I got to campus without a problem. Got home. Our driveway is inclined, so I couldn't see like how close I was to the garage door. I hit the garage door and I didn't notice. I didn't notice the car was in like the garage door until Yams left to go to a training. And he came back inside and he was like, "When the fuck did you hit the garage door?"
How bad is it?
My dad is coming over tomorrow to help me fix it.
But how bad is it?
At least he's helping you fix it.
I took a picture. Let's see.
Yeah, I'm curious.
It's like bad, but it's not the worst. It was bad enough for me to cry because I felt bad.
Hang on, I gotta change the layout. Give me 1 second.
Let me see. What picture?
I have a question for you.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie. If you guys want to keep talking, you can. But I'm totally about to pass out. Go ahead. What were you gonna say?
Yeah, so my question, so like New York City apartment rent, like for like, what is like the median for just like, I don't know, someone like go and not like no luxuries, nothing like that. Like what would that be? Because
Dom, what are the questions? Is it a studio or have you got a roommate?
Or a closet.
Okay, this is before I fixed it.
Oh wait, I want to see. Hang on, wait. I do want to see this.
Yeah, I want to see.
This was before I fixed it.
Oh fuck!
Well, it's not
that was
horrible though.
No, it almost looks like part of it to some degree, but that's pretty fucked up. Okay, let's see after.
I couldn't see.
Because you're tiny. You literally do need a booster seat.
This is after I fixed it.
I don't even see it.
Oh, that's good. You did it. You're good.
Yeah, I don't even see it.
Yeah,
You're
how
good.
did you fix that?
My hands, and then a hammer and a mallet and a piece of wood, and then my dad FaceTimed me.
Like you went inside and like pushed it back out?
Yeah, here's a better picture. You can kind of see like
That's fine. I don't even really notice it.
As long as it goes up, it's good. My books.
That's the first thing my dad said was like, "Can you still get it open? How bad is it?"
Yeah, that would be the correct way.
Can someone tell me the rent? Because I learned today that
wait. Studio, 1 bedroom, or with roommates. We recommend with roommates.
Just tell me like what you could get away with, like bare minimum.
$2,000 maybe. In the ghetto.
Mac, you have to tell me. Mac, you have to tell me. Are you talking about by yourself or with roommates? It's a big difference.
Well,
oh my god.
Okay, with one other roommate, because technically that's like the situation that I'm like talking about. Because this will make sense.
To live in the ghetto.
Wait, I have a friend that moved to New York, like in the middle of a semester. She just like left us at our apartment, and then we had to live with a fucking man. Anyways, she lived with I think 5 guys, and her room is like the size of a queen bed, and then she's got just enough room to like walk around the edge of it.
Better be like a new girl situation, otherwise it sounds like hell.
No,
I think that you
hell.
should go to Queens. I think you should live near Astoria, and you'll get a roommate situation there, and you can get something close to the water with a view of Manhattan, and you could probably get something as cheap as $1,500.
Okay, so the reason I was curious was because
That may be outdated. I don't know.
You're looking more like $2,000.
$2,000. Okay, so that's fine. So the reason I was curious
$4,000 for a 2-bedroom now.
Don't say $2,000 with nothing. I'm talking about like nothing. Nothing.
No, but we're saying a roommate situation, so it's 50-50.
Even with a roommate situation, I mean, pretty fucking close. I'm telling you, even upstate New York is getting that expensive. Unless you live in the ghetto.
So the reason I asked that is because today I learned that one of my stepbrothers and his newly wed wife, they're new weds, whatever. So for context, I live in like one of the lowest cost of living states, right? So that's the context of this. The area which they live like an hour-ish away from me. They live in a like not really like maybe 150,000 people at most. So there's no city, that's for damn sure. So but they live in like this area, 150,000 people. It's really not a big area at all, and they are paying $2,000 per month in rent for this, like, they're renting like a, like, I think it's like an apartment or townhouse or something, I don't know. And like, I just don't get that. I don't get why you would pay $2,000 a month to live in, like, I don't know. I was just like dumbfounded. I was like, what the hell are you doing? Like, I was
Wait,
dumbfounded.
where is it? Where is it again? My bad.
It's in a very low cost of living state.
And they're still paying that much? Holy shit.
Yeah, in a very low cost of living state in an area with only 150,000 people. And it's not a city.
They're doing that on purpose? What the fuck?
Yeah, and I like, part of it's because though his wife comes from money, so I'm sure like she expects like the same luxuries that she was like afforded growing up, so that's probably part of it for sure. But yeah, like they're like, I was just like, what the, when my mom told me that today in the car, I was like, so I would take my $2,000 and I would run away to New York City, me personally. I don't care if I'm living in a shoebox. If I'm spending that much money, I'm going to go make an adventure, and I'm going to at least live in an area where I can go have fun, because I can't have fun in even like the area they live in. It's not fun there. Like, I could never see myself living there. I don't know. Like, me personally, if I'm spending that much, I'm going to take it somewhere better, because even $2,000 per, you know, especially if you have a roommate, like $2,000 per person in Orlando can get you a really nice apartment. I would way rather go somewhere like that, me personally.